What's going on, guys? Jake here with NEF Fitness. Today I'm going to be doing just a short little rant on some of the things I feel that you should have in your gym bag. You carry everywhere. You take every time you go to the gym. Even if you don't need it, you take it anyway. I've had this exact same bag ever since I started lifting 4 years ago, and I just washed it for the first time today. So, today what I'm going to do is basically just go over quickly the things that I feel that anyone should have in the workout bag. Whether you're lifting heavy, whether you're lifting not heavy, whether you're doing powerlifting, bodybuilding, whatever you want to do, these are things that I feel are kind of staples that should be in anybody's workout bag. The first that I feel really are these, wrist wraps. Anyone should have wrist wraps in their bag. These are probably my favorite thing to have. I use them multiple times each week. It's really good if you don't have great grip strength, especially with a back movement. If I'm doing rows, my grip will give out before my back does. These really help you move a little bit extra weight without putting all of that concentration on your forearms. And these right here actually are custom made. My beautiful, wonderful fiance made them for my birthday. They basically have little quotes. You probably can't see them because everything is reversed on my camera. But I can show you one. It says never be satisfied, and the other one says exceed expectations. She actually got these brand new and then sewed them on herself, and I love them. The next one that I feel anyone should have is a belt, a lifting belt. Now I have two types of belts. I have this one, which is my very first one. It is a Velcro belt, Harbinger, whatever. That's how you pronounce it. But if you're watching this, you know the people who make these belts, free advertising. There you go. You're welcome. This right here, it is a Velcro belt. I do have one that is more traditional, a thicker belt with two prongs. It's actually in my trunk. It's a little bigger. I don't keep it in my bag just because it's a little more cumbersome. So I keep it in my trunk and I just take it out on a day that I know that I'm going to need it. Either one is good. I feel that a pronged belt, one that's a little thicker, made of leather, that one is really going to be good if you are really lifting heavy weight, especially something like a deadlift or possibly, obviously, a squat. This one I will wear more often, honestly, because it's one that works well for a lot more movements because it's not extremely thick. You can see that I can bend the thing right here. So it does have a lot of support to it, but I'm not going to use it for my heaviest movements. It's really good if I'm doing something that might be tweaking my back a little bit and I just want to wear it. Like honestly, if I do like one arm dumbbell rows and I constantly have this twisting motion, I don't want something that's super thick digging into me. So this really helps give some support, but is not the most in-your-face thing. Also, anyone who doesn't understand why you wear a belt, I'll explain that at a different video. My last two things I'm going to talk about are a little optional, but I feel are really good for assistance. Wrist guards. These are obviously very short. They're much longer versions. Honestly, if you're going to be doing any type of powerlifting, do get a longer version. These are good if you don't have good wrist stability. Like myself, I actually messed up my wrist one time doing front military presses, and my wrist every now and then gives me a little trouble ever since. So every now and then I'll wear these more for a pressing movement, like a shoulder press or a bench press, obviously, or really if your wrists are just bothering you in general. I would get longer ones. Real ones actually are about probably like this long without stretching them out. So these are good more if you just have a little pain sometimes that you want to alleviate the pressure from. If you're actually going to be doing big movements, get something real. Now the last one right here are one that I've had forever and I honestly don't use it all, but I don't know why I don't because they're good. And that is knee wraps. So knee wraps are really great for when you're doing something that obviously your knee needs more support. Personally, when I do them, I don't do these for things that I'm going to be doing lots of heavy weight for with very low reps. Honestly, last time I used these that felt the best, I was doing 315, 335, something around there, but I was doing it for like 8 to 10 reps, and it was at the very end of the working sets of squats, so I was very burnt out. These kind of help get a little, kind of like that bouncing motion at the bottom. I don't want to say bouncing, that sounds really bad, but it makes it, you can have a more fluid motion to it. So that's it, guys, and those are the things that I feel are kind of staples in anybody's gym bag. There are definitely other ones, like I said. Earbuds, that's kind of a given or really a preference. Personally, the gym I work out at plays great music throughout the entire gym. They have chalk available, so they're not things I need to keep really in my bag. Lifting gloves, if you have very delicate hands, if you're a girl and you don't want really rough, calloused hands, I definitely understand that. But in my opinion, these are the things that are going to be a staple for anybody. I feel that anyone who is doing any type of lifting with substantial weights, it's not a bad idea to have these in your bag. If you're somebody who's doing serious powerlifting, spend the extra money and getting something that's going to work well. Like honestly, a lot of my things here, my wrist wraps, I still have my very first pair of wrist wraps, and I bought them for like 15, 20 bucks, and they've lasted about 4 or 5 years right now. So definitely worth the money. Obviously, if they last 4 years and I'm still using them, they're about on their last life. I mean, look at these things. Oh my God. But they still hold up really strong, so. Oh well. So comment at the bottom, let me know, what do you think is the most important thing that you should have in your gym bag? Other than that, have a great day, like, subscribe, and comment below. I'll see you next time. Oh, pull my shit back.